Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. We're going to be giving you guys something a little bit different. I'm going to be here with my friends. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. After watching the Jada, Pinkett, and Will Smith conversation on the red table, my mind is in tatters. You understand? So it's entangled. So I'm gonna let the peoples introduce themselves first, innit? So before we get to the conversation about this topic, please introduce yourself. Contestant number one.
I'm Christabel.
Boom.
EK.
What?
Entanglement by EK. Entanglement EK. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I need to reintroduce myself.
Okay, go on, introduce yourself.
Okay, I make cupcakes.
Okay.
They're called Entangled by Chris.
So
I'm
sick.
Emmanuel.
Beautiful.
I'm Delitzer.
Beautiful. Guys, you already know who I am, so I don't want to waste too much time. So we watched the video all live. I wish I actually recorded it because I think we watched it twice. Okay, we probably could have watched it a third time and still got shocked. Okay. I want to get you guys' opinions on the actual video that you watched. Like, what was your initial thoughts? I'm going to go one-to-one first. Let me see what your initial thoughts were. What was your initial thoughts, Chris?
I mean, like she said, she was entangled.
Mm.
You know, she's mad. That's the God honest truth. I think she wasn't accountable at all. And she was skirting around the whole issue about, using the excuse of, I needed it for my healing. You don't need to hurt other people so that you can heal. So yeah, I think it was very toxic actually. This is what I expected from Future.
Damn.
The upper echelons of toxicity. I think. Yeah. What did I think?
What was your thoughts there, E-man?
Similar to Entangled by Chris. Honestly, I think the absence of accountability was clear. Even when it was resolving towards the end, it was so uncomfortable to see him say, "Oh, I'm gonna get you back." Oh, but you already did, and we were talking there's a lot deeper than we probably knew. And that's probably why it could only be 13 minutes long.
Yeah.
If they started to outline what had happened, probably would have been a lot wilder. So.
I agree with that.
Yeah, no, there's a lot to unpack there, boy.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Delitz, what you say?
On the back of what Chris said, she's basically saying she's on a self-love journey. But you cannot be going on a self-love journey and then hurting other people. It just does not make any sense. And in the process of it all, she fails to acknowledge her responsibility. He said it was a transgression. He was even nice about it. If that was me personally.
Transgression.
Transgression.
Can we even explain what transgression? What does transgression even mean?
I need to look at the definition.
Get a definition for us, Chris.
I'm gonna start
And then
talking
she
about
said,
transgression.
no, it was not a transgression. I was going through a healing process. Does that make sense to you?
An act that goes against a law, rule, or code of conduct.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start saying I transgressed against you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So he said your transgression. She was like, I wouldn't call it a transgression.
She did actually, yeah, she counted his point.
It was part of my healing. Oh man, she's messy.
Have you got initial thoughts, or is this not for you to?
I mean, my initial thoughts were similar as yours, guys. I think there was lack of accountability. I think that's what we all kind of picked up. That there was a crazy amount of lack of accountability and there was a lot of deflection. So there was a lot of, instead of actually saying, look, this is what I've done. And actually, when you feel she doesn't feel I think she feels like she never hurt him. Or you can't be hurt because necessarily we weren't in a relationship, so you've got no entitlement to be feeling hurt. But the guy looks broken.
Yeah, you does.
I don't know. Dilitz, you want to come in there? Come.
No. Yeah, firstly, the part that sticks with me is the part where she was like, it was my permission to give.
Yeah.
Not yours in
Yeah.
terms of what I do.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, cool. We were going through a moment.
Yeah.
Having space. And you decided to do something. Can you please describe entanglement? So it's basically you have an argument with your partner. You're both processing it. But then you decide that, in order for me to process it properly, I need to go and open my legs for another person.
Somebody
half her age.
Your son's
But she was trying to fix him.
Fix it what? With your coochie? That's what
I mean, I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to say it.
Don't entangle me in this, bro.
What were you entangling? Body, mind, and spirit.
everything.
You were entangling everything, legs and everything.
Shame. But what is interesting is you could
She's
see,
a perpetrator.
You can see that they probably hadn't really spoke. There's stuff they haven't really spoken
Yes.
about. I think it all kind of just came straight through because even Will was like, And it was mad me going to the press conferences and like having to be like, I stand with her. I think we hadn't fully like accepted like what had gone on, and he felt violated in like a very, 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 very big way. And you were saying maybe he like had done something mad in the past.
I thought so. I thought.
Why do you think that?
You know, towards the end when he says,
I'm
going to get you back, and then she laughs like, but you already did though. Like, to me, it sounded like he had already done something, and she's now standing on this to say, you know what, I'm justified to an extent.
You're not allowed to be
You're not allowed to be upset because you did this to me already. And I think that's why she's coming from a place of pride. You know what? Yeah, I got caught out. You never got caught out, but I got caught out. But you already did that. You know that you did that. You know what I mean? Felt like there was something deeper, but still doesn't excuse it. If you forgive somebody, you forgive them. Doesn't give you a license to cheat on them too. Especially not with your sons underage mates.
I think it also brings back the question to say, if we're at a point where you've done wrong, we're now basically doing who can hurt each other the most.
Come on, Dillis.
Is there a point of even being together? Because looking at Will, there was a lot that was both they were withholding from saying in that moment. Because there was always that thing of like, you hurt me, and then he would catch himself and be like, but anyways, we're good now. But again, next week something marriage for life. Indeed.
Spud me, G.
Honestly, something again will happen next week. Either he'll forget to buy the butter from the store, and you'll be like, okay, you know, you did that. So that hurt me. So next time when you send me to buy milk, I'll forget too. That's what they're doing.
Tit for tat.
But you can see how like hurt he was when like she said, we were laughing about Entanglement, but she said Entanglement, he was like, no, say what it was a relationship. And even when they were talking about separating, he was like, you need to go find happiness by yourself. Like, he was tired. Clearly she like wanted something. She wanted to separate probably before he did. And was like, fine, you do it. And then tried to make it seem like he was cool with it. I think Will he's been trying to make it seem like he's been cool with a lot, but he's actually like not.
I agree that.
And she said something, the little mentioned that earlier, she said something really painful, that she hadn't been happy in years. Like, whoa. In years.
That is a big statement to make. That's a very big statement to make. I think also as well with I think as you were saying as well, I think he wasn't, that if this is like a couple of years ago, he doesn't look comfortable. You know what I mean? Like if you fully discussed this out and you had a conversation where it was in depth, you lot did all your shouting and you're crying and you're cussing and all that kind of stuff, you shouldn't be looking at you broken right now. You know what I mean? And I think even at the beginning when she was like, oh, it was my thing to tell, I don't know, from Jada's perspective, it just feels like it's about her. Because even at the end, she kind of twisted it, saying, like you were talking about the permission, right? It turned from that. Will never said it was his permission. He said from the very beginning, I didn't say anything. So how have you then taken the statement which you said he hasn't said anything, and then turned it into, you can't give me permission, only I can. So it's almost, and I think you were saying as well, it almost gives like the female empowerment the bad name. But this is not female empowerment.
This is not.
I don't know if you want to talk about that, because I think that would just make it out.
I looked at it and I was like, you know what, people are going to see this and be like, it's feminism. You know, and it's not. Like, it's obviously everybody has autonomy over their bodies, don't get me wrong. But you are in a marriage, you know what I mean? You don't do that. If you decide to have an open marriage, that's different. Not that I agree with that, but that's your personal problem. But you don't go out and sleep with somebody, how much more your son's close friend, and then say, I have the autonomy to give myself permission to do that. It sounded wrong to me personally.
It just didn't seem like they were on the same page about that.
At all.
Like, Will was
at all. His eyes were red.
Redder than the table.
His eyes were entangled. His brain was just
oh my God.
It was a mess.
But no, I think the Litso phrased it perfectly. Like, your self-love shouldn't harm other people.
That's true.
That perfectly kind of like captures what it should be.
I feel that. Do you want to expand a bit more on that as well? Like, because obviously she did say, I think that was part of the process of all a numerous amount of things that she was saying that were kind of, well, this is basically what I did. Almost as if like this was like, well, obviously Will said it was transgression, and then it was the way she's disentangled herself from obviously that being the case in terms of like she's hurt the other person. She's made it as if like, well, it was just my kind of thing, innit? Like, how you getting vexed? I was doing my own thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if you want to kind of talk about self-love. How does that...
So, sis basically is entangled in their own issues.
Okay.
So she's gone, rather than saying that, you know what, I'm in the wrong, I made a mistake. Yes, we were having space, but in that moment, I was looking for comfort that I went to the wrong person.
Beautiful. Love that.
She then says, you know, You know when somebody says, "Oh, like, why is it that you stole meat from the pot?" So you know how like my brother did it when he was 1, and then my mom also did it when she was 10. So like, it's not really me, but because of that influence and because of everything that I've been through, I'm trying to process it all now, and like I just needed to do that for me. So that I could figure out why I needed to steal meat from the pot.
Thank you. I didn't know you had the deep capacity to love me.
To love me this deep.
Hey!
I said the gaslighting taking place in this video, in this 12-minute video. You know, but you have such big capacity to love me. Sometimes partners have to go through.
You have to experience stuff
to make it past so that you know that they're really with you.
Struggle love.
Struggle love. Come on, preach it.
Promoting struggle love, basically saying that it takes these things in order for you to see that your partner's really for you. No, sis, you're a liar. You're a liar.
People out here dying on these streets, baby. Dying on these relationships before they know that this is real love.
Bruv, entanglement is killing my people.
Due to entanglement, my perish. People are perishing because of entanglement. I mean, I want to know what kind of entanglement was going on, isn't it? Because there's a difference between she said or he said relationship. You know, relationship is you're holding hands, you're texting all day. Like, were they having an affair or were they in a relationship? Because that means you're holding hands, you're going out together, you're going on dates, you're sleeping together, you're doing pillow talk. It's more than having an affair, you know.
Well, the way that August described it, it was
he
it was a deep. He wanted to die for her. This is not
he says he wants
it's
to
not
die
entanglement. This was a deep love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
He
just
said he
like,
wanted to die for her.
Yeah.
the fact that I watched a bit of the August video, but the fact that he clearly wasn't well, and like even more,
Vulnerable
we
state.
welcomed him in like to help him, and like she got attached to him. It does seem problematic even more. Like, what does that even like mean, and how can you now say you kind of? I don't know how old August is, but he's an adult, but he clearly...
No, he was 21.
21, 22, yeah. He would have been a full grown adult,
yeah,
but
in America you can't drink till you're 21 anyway. Like, you know what I
That's
mean? And like, this is the person who
was
you're saying this thing helped fix you, and it helped fix him, and it's just like you can't excuse certain stuff, man. You need to like.
I think
own
it's
it.
really predatory. Like, she's a predator. Because if
man.
this was, and you know this coming from me is deep, because you know what, but
All
if
for the
this was
female.
Will Smith sleeping with Willow's 21-year-old friend, what would be, and somebody who was a drug addict who had lost both a parent and a sibling, who was going through so much grief, you know what I mean? Somebody who was going through a lot at the time, we'll call it coercion. Say that you
would we call it out though?
We would if that was Will Smith with Willow's
Maybe in
friend.
2020 we would, but maybe not in 2019 we wouldn't.
Oh, of course, yeah. But we would call it. We would say that he used it. That it's predatory. Like, you're a predator, and I think it's the same thing with Jada. She's a predator because
A lot of people have said
somebody being so vulnerable and you praying on that to make yourself heal from what that person is healing, and you've used the excuse of helping them heal to heal yourself and entangle yourself in bed. We were 20-something-year-old.
Is that problematic then? So is that problematic? Someone being ill and then obviously obviously there was some positive results. I mean, my guy came out better off than he did when he first went in. I'm just saying. I'm just offering another perspective here, guys. Okay, man touched the coochie and he got better. I'm just saying. Am I off the ball here? I'm just offering. I'm just trying to add no perspective. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's 21. Yeah, he might have been sick or whatever, but you know, he's a grown ass boy. You know what I'm saying? And what boy at 21 doesn't want, you know, to hit something like that? I mean, Jada Fire. I'm just offering that as perspective. Okay, but actually, not the Lord.
Okay.
I'm just giving that perspective. So,
like,
why would it be fun? Why would it be predatory? I'm just kind of giving another perspective. Why do you think it would be predatory though?
Okay, let me start with what she said.
Yeah.
She was saying, you know, she actually acknowledged that, said, I'm a fixer and I'm healing through fixing other people. Those were her words. Right?
Okay, yeah, what's that?
So for you to feel like you need to fix another person, you've identified that person is vulnerable. And that person has something that needs to be fixed, right?
My God, let me drink water.
So if you know that a person is vulnerable, and there's two factors to it. You've identified they need fixing, So it means that they're vulnerable. And secondly, you've met this person through your son, who's what, 20, 21?
Yeah. What's 9 plus 10?
Somebody that's half your age, probably less, like more than half your age. So they're underage. So they've trusted you not as a woman that they're seeking sexual relations from, but as a woman that's a mother figure.
I understand.
So in those situations, now turn it around. Let's say this is Will. And Will was sat there saying, you know what? Let me stretch it a little further. Let's bring R. Kelly into it. Because when R. Kelly was doing the same things with girls the same age as August, people were then, he's a predator. Then why is it different when a woman does it? I think that's the best place to put it.
Okay, I hear that.
It's definitely a predator. And I think, like you said, she had identified, and the whole family had identified. It's not just her.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole family, including the children, had identified that August was vulnerable.
Yeah.
You have no mom, you have no siblings. Like, your family
basically
is kind
a family
of
brother
mess
now
at the
to
moment.
us.
And you are a drug addict. Yeah, you are a young artist trying to make life happen for yourself. I think there's a lot going on. And then you have this person that becomes a mother figure that looks after you, you know, who's taking care of you. They take you into their family, and then she starts sleeping with you. Even if you are at the age of consent, of course he can consent. He's a grown adult. I still believe he was vulnerable. I still believe he was vulnerable. And as much as people are saying, you know, Jada is hot and she's beautiful and whatnot,
I mean, she is hot.
But again, let's not ignore the fact that she's still a predator. Because if this was the other way around, we'd be calling the behavior out.
That's true.
It would be. It's not right. Just because she's beautiful, it doesn't make any excuses for her sleeping with young men. Unless that young man was generally somebody she met. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I get you saying, yeah.
Younger people. Well, legal age, guys, please. But
put it out there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We don't.
That's a different entanglement that you don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to be entangled in this issue.
Yeah.
But people do have, you know, sexual relationships with people much younger than themselves. You know, and it's most of the time very consensual, and that's fine. The person is very, you know, mature, and they know what they're getting themselves into. And also from the way he was talking in this interview, he was hurt.
Yeah, that was gonna say.
He was hurt. Like, there seemed to be a lot of stuff that was unsaid, a lot of stuff that was undealt with. And she even says that he broke it off and he didn't speak to her again.
Even that's significant.
That is very significant for him to break it off.
Yeah.
For August to break it off.
Yeah, for August to break it off and never speak to you again.
He was enjoying the coochie and
when
then
he
suddenly...
said he would die for you. Nah, that's a big deal.
That's
you
very
must
true.
have done
Do you
wrong.
think Jada did wrong, or do you think August just ended life?
I think bit of both.
I think both. Yeah. Jada must have gotten back with Will.
Yeah, I think there was maybe some conversation that was back with Will. I think that just made him think he dumb, like, because he was making a comment saying, obviously, like, I can't remember what he was saying.
Yeah, I missed them video.
But he made an allusion towards like the fact that obviously that yes, he didn't. I think he was like he didn't understand what was going. I don't think he fully understood what was going. When I say don't understand, not that he didn't understand what was going on, but I don't think he fully deep that this woman's gonna go back to where she was. Because bear in mind, they both said on the thing that they were done, finished. So August is like this. Okay, if you're fully done, then we gonna. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why he said I'm gonna die for you because he said I fully invested everything into this woman to find out that you're gonna go back to your boy.
Yeah. And like she said, they were in a relationship.
Entanglement, then a relationship.
Yeah. Well, she said
she started with entanglement, then ended
Will
relationship.
said relationship.
And then she
which
ended.
means that August felt that way as well. You guys were really doing relationships together. It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think she would minimalize it though? To an entanglement rather than like using the words.
It's how people shift from accountability. Like, if you use certain words, like instead of saying cheated, you use like had an affair or messed around. It just helps you distance yourself from like the actual fact that you've done something. Words are used like that quite often. So creating the word entanglement at the red table doing this at the same time is like a perfect way to make it seem like you've done something deep. You haven't. And also, Will could see through it.
Yeah.
Maybe people won't. There's probably people that I wonder what. Like,
oh no, I think everyone's gonna see through that. That entanglement is exactly what it is.
You know what? Like, it's there's that statement that people say, oh, that's just how Kojo is, or that's just how Chris is. I feel like with Jada, from the way she talks, it seems like everybody has mollycoddled her. That when she moves mad, or it's just Jada, she's had that, she experienced this as a child, or with the Tupac situation, or like Tupac, was a best friend of hers, something happened, she lost a best friend, of course she's going to be held on to it. So everyone sort of tiptoes around her. So when it comes to actually admitting that she's in the wrong, why would she? Because everyone else is telling her that's just how you are, so it's not your fault. I think that's what she's done here.
That's a deep.
I think it's really interesting though, because she holds a lot of people accountable on her red
table
talk.
And you saw Will was trying to do it as well, like, let me be like you.
Yeah. So for somebody who really avoids and entangles herself out of accountability, she really tries. Like, even I don't really watch all her videos, but I watched the one with Jordan. And
Jordan Woods,
and she really holds people accountable on this channel. So I'm wondering, like, what did you expect? And even when she said, I'm bringing myself to the red table, I was like, girl, if you don't get yourself out of here. Like, if you bring yourself to the red table, then you need to be holding yourself accountable. And I think that didn't happen.
I don't think I learned anything. I don't think she took any of that. I don't leave thinking, I heard that, you own that. I didn't hear anything like that. All she said was that she learned.
I'm not sorry. I shouldn't have done that. No, I could have been better. None of that. Not.
I can see how it hurts you.
Not August deserved better. Like, I shouldn't have done that with August. No, I needed to heal. No acknowledgement.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. The I was heavy.
I think like there's a lot of emphasis. Remember, like at the beginning of the video, if you were to just watch the first 2 minutes of it, you think that everything that's happened with the August stuff is just speculation. Because she made it look like, it's just the media,
Yes.
It's only up until later on in the
video.
We all went. Yeah, like, I think it's even Will that said, actually, wait a second, what actually
happened?
Stop beating around the bush. But if
she even tried to bring the pandemic, she was like, with all the stuff going on in the world right now, it's crazy.
Come and tell your truth.
Into this, bro.
Right. And sis said, but Black Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's like, so it's not you, it's Black Twitter.
At one point, I thought they were joking when they first started talking about what she did. I thought they were going to come and say, psych, we're joking. Nothing happened. And then they actually went into it. I said, wait.
Oh my God.
So you really slept with this man? Multiple times over multiple weeks and months. Lord have mercy.
Nah. But you know the thing, like,
the way Kojo is turning the camera is making me laugh.
I want to turn it even on you, bro.
No. Today is not me. Today's not me.
But you know the thing that hurts the most, like, jokes aside, but just watching that and feeling Will's pain, like whether he's got side chick or not, but for, like, she seems like that type of woman that, what's that? A leech, yeah. You know when a leech like comes and like attaches itself to you and it sucks everything out of you, then once it's done, it leaves. Because for August to say, I was willing to die for you, I poured everything into this woman.
Come on now.
Will is looking at something that's been, when he said 25 years, he sounded like he was talking about a prison sentence.
Yeah, yes.
He was literally saying it
25.
through his teeth, like he didn't speak it, he was muttering it. But, so it's like, it's constantly I, and everyone else around you has to sort of bow down and say, okay, Jada, what can I do to make you happy? And even when he was talking about, you needed to do that so you could figure out what would make you happy. And again, going back to make it look like she's still not a bad person, so that I could also find something that will make me happy. But it's like he was saying everything to make her look good, and make sure that she was okay.
Wow.
But he's definitely cheated. Don't turn on me. But he definitely cheated as well.
So do you think, because it seemed like she was using whatever had happened before to justify, I don't know when you're going to round this up, I don't know.
No, you've got to flow, man.
But yeah, like how clearly she was trying to use what he did in the past to be like, this is why you can't move that mad because look what you did. But almost like, a whole premise of this is something that I needed to do. Thank you for allowing me to do it. And almost like, she had got all she wanted from August, realised, you know what, August is not going to make me happy. Let me go back to Will. It's very selfish. It's like, there's layers to selfishness.
Yeah.
But this is just another like layer. How do you leave your partner, go to somebody else, take so much from that person, clock you're not really happy with that, and go back to the partner and be like, well, you moved mad before. If he did, and let me now take me back. And he seemed like he's hooked. Like he seemed like he really can't do without her. He seemed, I don't. Maybe
he's in bondage.
He's entangled.
It's entangled spiritually. Spiritually. No, I hear you on that. And I do agree that. And I think that obviously, like I said, I think August never stood a chance, man. But this also is a lesson as well for him. That you going after a woman who obviously has just left their man or whatever, been divorced, or they weren't even divorced, so they hadn't finished.
Separated.
They're separated. They hadn't finished. Do you see it? So again, it's also a lesson for us as well. She hadn't finished. So when you entered into that, well, I say even because obviously we're saying that obviously there was predatory behavior, so he was a victim in a sense as well. There's a victim in that part as well. He would have never stood a chance because at the end of the day, the person hadn't finished what they were doing, even though in her head, and I think this is where the difference is in terms of opinions for Will and for Jada. In her head, Jada, she's finished. She's out of it. Will's head is like, no, we finished, but we may get, although he said obviously I wasn't going to talk to you, that only came after. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not going to talk to you. I was thinking I was never going to talk to you again. So I'm guessing that's after the August Alsina situation, not when they had originally broken up. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just kind of just weird like that. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know. Obviously, yeah, we don't know
the extent of it. Yeah.
It's just.
Final thoughts.
Oh, that's pressure. I want to let everyone sum that everything. Self-love shouldn't have to hurt people. Word to the litso, and yeah, just. Koji, you need to define what entangled means in just for my own kind of like.
Let's get Jada for that, bruv.
Wait.
We'll get a press release from her. Go on, Delits.
Hey, I think with this one, struggle love is not it. It's not cute. It's not goals. It's not life. And we need to stop it.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you, Delits. Crystal.
I'll talk from here. I think I would say what everyone else has said. You know, I think we have to be accountable and stop, you know, using self-love and healing and whatnot as an excuse, you know, for hurting people. And as an excuse for moving very, very mad because she's very mad. Like, my last words are, Jada is mad.
Guys, you heard it here first from Delitso, E-Man, and Chris. Chris doesn't want to be shown because she's doing Entangle Bakery. But it's been love. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. We'll probably drop another video again. We'll do into some body language and stuff like later on. But I hope you guys enjoyed that group conversation. Man, I hope you guys were as surprised as we were, because we were surprised. And poor Will, you need to dry your eyes, mate. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, more love. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate you got the minerals.